Peace, guys. How's it going? Patrick, Conservative Rap. And let's get into more geopolitical, conservative financial news. Now, we all know the narrative we're hearing from the fake news media that Trump is destroying the economy. And I think that's because the only window of time that they have is now. Things are going to start improving over time. And as Americans begin to feel the positive effects downstream from what we're seeing today, they won't be able to spin some of the lies and deception that they've been currently peddling. It just simply won't be plausible. It'll be similar to like Russian collusion narrative in the economic form, if that makes sense. Remember, the stock market is not the economy. Only 8% of people own stocks, trade stocks, etc. The real economy is what we're going to be seeing downstream, and when you start to see some of the gas prices, etc., it's going to be really great for us. They really wanted to convert, the deep state really wanted to convert China into the new superpower, and we know that that's not happening. All right, so Trump on truth. Check this out. A gift from China in the Pacific Ocean, and he shows the waste, all of the garbage, all of the trash, all of the anti-environmentalist madness that's happening over there. And I'm wondering, where are all the activists, right? It's one thing when it's about America and it's about us being taxed or burdened. It's another thing when you look globally. It's fantastic. Next, from Breitbart, energy dominance. Chevron begins key oil project in Gulf of America. So Chevron on Monday announced the massive project kicking off oil and natural gas production from the Ballymore subsea tieback in the Gulf of America, which is expected to produce towards 75,000 gross barrels of oil daily. Another major move towards energy independence and dominance for the United States of America. Chevron's initiated the Ballymore subsea tieback project in the Gulf of America, aiming to produce 75,000 barrels of oil. Efficient approach leverages to existing infrastructure, reducing cost and boosting production. Drill, baby, drill. The Ballymore project is expected to recover 150 million barrels over its lifespan and contribute to Chevron's goal of producing 300,000 barrels per day in the Gulf by 2026, which is a 50% increase from 2024. The project aligns with Chevron's commitment to low carbon intensity production and supports U.S. energy independence, reflecting broader goals under the Trump administration's push for energy dominance in America. Love this. Representative Jason Isaac on X said, Chevron announces massive oil and natural gas project in the Gulf of America that's expected to produce upwards of 75,000 gross barrels of oil daily. Great news for cheaper, more efficient, and reliable U.S. energy. Again, a new economy being built. Trump on truth. Next. Non-tariff cheating. Currency manipulation. VATs, which act as tariffs and export subsidies. Dumping below cost. Export subsidies and other government subsidies. Protective agricultural standards, i.e. no genetically engineered corn in the EU. Protective technical standards, Japan's bowling ball tests. Counterfeiting, piracy, and IP theft, over $1 trillion a year, and transshipping to evade tariffs. So again, non-tariff forms of cheating in terms of global trade. All right, this was awesome. James O'Keefe on X put this out. We caught a Federal Reserve principal economist on hidden camera describing Jerome Powell's legacy as someone who held the line against Trump. He revealed how the Fed under Powell began focusing on wealth, inequality, and climate change. Looks like the agency may not only be set on interest rate, but also social policies. Shouts out to James O'Keefe for this. Anyone who thinks the Federal Reserve is not political, I think, is out of their mind. Again, guys, more job openings, the American dollar, the money in your pocket going further, especially if the rates come down. This is the turbulence time that we're in. And remember, economic news as you hear it is primarily based on fear. Anyone notice Trump quoting recently, he who has the gold, and then gold shooting up to past 3,500 or so recently. I mean, what do you think will happen if gold continues to rise? What will that do to our perspective on the American dollar? It's a lot like the price of eggs. Remember how they were focused on that, then the egg prices came down and they switched the narrative? It's going to be the same thing. Don't fall for the gloom and doom. The central bank, the deep state system, it won't be able to sustain itself in the near future, and we're looking at a pending and future soon to come golden age. Feel free to comment, like below, subscribe, and check out my TikTok as well as my Instagram for the rhymes and the poetry. Thanks for checking this out and look forward to more shortly. Take care.